is Lord. He is Lord. He has risen from the dead.
A wonderful Wednesday to all of you out there. Thank you for joining us again for this latest edition of Ephesus Baptist Church online midweek service we call Wednesday Words. You know, in just a few days, Sunday, it's July the 4th, Independence Day. And we get to celebrate as a nation our 245th birthday. Happy birthday, America. I think it's going to be an extra special celebration because of what was going on last year at this time. So I pray it is, and we certainly look forward to that. Well, author Russell Moore writes, "A few years ago, I stood at the grave of Thomas Jefferson, and I was prompted to give thanks for his life and his legacy. After all, if it weren't for Jefferson and his majestic Declaration of Independence, there might not even be a United States of America." But standing at Jefferson's grave, I realized that Jefferson is, well, in a grave. Jefferson's own anti-supernaturalism is very evident in his famous Bible, with the miraculous parts all cut out. Most significantly, the bodily resurrection of Jesus. I love Jefferson for standing up to King George, but not so much for standing up against King Jesus. And yet, 200 years after Jefferson's own death, also on July the 4th, belief in the resurrection of Jesus persists. Just days after I was at this hero's grave, Christians from all over the world, despite all this science and all this progress and all this technology, confessed what the earliest believers in the catacombs of Rome confessed. He is risen. He is risen indeed. Jefferson is still dead. I thank God for him, but standing at his grave reminds me how limited his legacy can be in the grand scheme of trillions of years of cosmic time. It also reminds me of the contrast with the One in capitals, whose monument isn't a house or even a simple grave marker. It's instead a borrowed tomb that isn't even filled anymore. That empty tomb is itself a declaration of independence. By raising Jesus from the dead, God declared him and all who are in him to be free from death, free from the curse, free from Satan's accusation. I suppose you could say that Jesus was endowed by his Father with certain unalienable rights. Among these, life, liberty, and the pursuit of all of those who would turn to him in faith. Except that these blessings don't end in a graveyard. The Apostle Paul writes in Philippians 2, "Therefore God elevated him to the place of highest honor and gave him the name above all other names, that at the name of Jesus every knee should bow, in heaven and on earth and under the earth, and every tongue declare that Jesus Christ is Lord, to the glory of God the Father." I invite you to make that same declaration by singing with me a simple chorus, "He is Lord."
He is Lord. He is Lord. He has risen from the dead, and he is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. He's our King. He's our King. He reigns from heaven on high, and he's our King. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ that Jesus Christ is Lord. He is Lord, He is Lord. He will come to take us home, and He is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is Lord. He is Lord, He is Lord. He has risen from the dead, and He is Lord. Every knee shall bow, every tongue confess that Jesus Christ is